Yeah, Rescue's impatient. Friends. Happy Lives. Gaming right. Dublin. Rescue. There you go, Res.
Drank myself sober, so disappointed me. I'm actually sitting here drinking cola now because I don't want to start again. Beer, why are you sitting like that, man? Just lie down. Put your fucking coke away, you fucking idiot, man.
What did you say about the dog's cock?
I told him to put it away. He's just sitting there with his fucking dong it, man. He's got no excited, man.
You just sat there with your cock hanging out.
Well, fucking Jesus Christ, mate, put that away, man.
Put it away. It's not the time, kid.
He is talking to his dog, everybody, and not his boyfriend.
Aye. I just looked round, man, and he's sitting next to me, and it's like, oh, what the fuck, man? Fucking boy.
Hey, Matthias.
Who's streaming in both here?
What?
There's none. None to myself.
That's me, sir. Coffee made. Perfect. Not Sniffet, that is Riverlantis, just for those unaware of the name change. I know the people closer to him will be. I'll give that a little shout out as I start my stream as well. And I'm just going to start that up.
How do I get back outside? Like, can I just still get a car delivered here now?
Yeah, you can get a new card delivered just when you can it.
Yeah.
Return your old one to storage and then request new from
And it'll
mechanic.
be delivered in this...
Yep, into the place. Yep.
I got you, Res.
Right, there we go. Start stream. Lovely, lovely stuff.
What the fuck is Discord? There it is.
And there we go. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the final lobby of the day. This is lobby 3. I'm joined by Captain TR19, or Captain Holt, as I do keep lovingly referring to him, and a boy. How are you both doing, fellas?
Ready for Sweatfest number 3?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Let me just swap on to the next person. Just got me glitched on the garage screen there.
How do I get my car moved into there?
Into where?
What do you mean?
Well, it's in the garage, it's in here like, where everybody is, but it's a bit up the top. What want it down?
Go to the blue thing.
Oh,
Where you
yeah,
can
I'm
move
not
your
sure.
car.
Yeah, the blue. There's a blue dot somewhere you can move your car around like a garage. I don't know the place too well yet. Let me get this stream shared around, and then we can kick on off, and I can settle into everything. But welcome in nice and early. Hello, Muto, and we have Adrabel again. Hello, fella. Nice to see you. Or lady, again, I don't want to be gender assigning anything before I know, not in this day and age. Could see me getting cancelled. And, like I say, just get this shared around. I hope you guys do know if I do ever make any mistakes, it's all done accidentally. Hello, Dev, and never with any judgment. All are welcome here, as long as you're nice and behaved in a respectful manner. A bit banter can go on, all that sort of malarkey, jokes and fun. Hello, official. We've got, again, I did say hello, Dav, but yo, my man, always lovely to see ya. And there's my live stream section. It's going to click the new mentions. I can't click it over it. There we go, there's that. I don't know, lobby 3. Good luck, everybody from Chrono. Good luck to yourself, man. Silver Josh, yo, how you going, fella? Get Discord closed just so we get rid of them background boops and I can deal with anything on my phone from that point. And then I just need to share. Yeah, no worries, Chrono. Give it a share in this chat, man. Otherwise, I'll come and grab it in a moment or two if you don't manage to, lad. But like I say, at least share your channel, and then I can pop along and grab the stream as it goes live if you're not up yet. Boom, boom, boom. Alex and Maria's the only stunt racers in here. Danny would have been as well, but he's had to pull out, and that has seen Parcelius step in to take that final spot. With them being a closer level, it was a much easier decision for Captain. The issue with Goot Noodle was there was a bit of a drop-off. No offence to Goot Noodle, not saying he's bad or anything, it's just the comparatively to the top race is just a bigger drop off. Danny a bit closer up there. Hello Comanzi, how you going, fella? And again, now I am like snot sniffer, that is Revelantis, so I will continue to refer to him really as Revelantis. Luke went through earlier on. Jack isn't in this competition, Adrabel. He'd had an operation towards the beginning of it and he didn't know how available or what frame of mind or how he'd be. But Luke's through till the final next week with official Raza and Muto so far from our stunt racing community. And then we've got Heredia and Rezkio to come up. That is some lovely stuff. Thank you, Rezkio, if beating me to it there. I was just about to get on that. That is Rezkio's stream. I'll grab that and share that into me chat. Let me just get this shared on the PlayStation app. And then I can actually share the other streams into my stream chat and name it correctly and stuff. But yeah, Comanzi, lovely to see you around, fella. Good luck, Rez and Alex, coming across in the Discord chat from Danny. Hello, Joker, my man. Looking forward to the custom stunt showcase after this. Whew. Again, I've not really stopped sweating. Oh, Joker, mate, you did caps, you're going to be muted for 3 minutes. It's nothing to actually do with me or any of my mods. But in 300 seconds, you might... Oh, you're still good. You're pushing your luck, though. Emojis and caps locks, lad. You're a brave boy.
Can somebody invite Parselius?
Yeah.
I am not friends with him.
Screw. Alright, parcel face. There you are, kid. Send game invite, get your ass in here. Stunt racing, HDR, and we will go the pros chat as well. So I did share in the goat chat earlier with the pros boys racing. Lovely stuff. Right, that's me settled in. I can get these streams put up into my chat. I just need to grab my actual Discord on my laptop again though. It's a bit easier. Yeah, that was the first stream from today. Adjabel, it should have popped up so you can have a little look back and a scan through the races. They did do very well. There was some really tight racing throughout. Good luck all from Alex, and again from you to yourself, fella. I'm just going to grab a couple of streams that have just been shared. Copy link. That is Res POV.
That's fucking rude, asshole.
Look, flying off the cross from Adro. I'm pulling my stream up again on a separate one. I've grabbed a Res Kyo. I saw Alex, yours popped as well, didn't it? I need to grab myself a Chrono Dimension. Have you shared that into the Discord chat yet, Chrono? Haven't you quite popped off live?
I'm just waiting for Parselius, and I think that's.
I can
that's
get
us.
to your channel through one of these other links. I think you shared one last week. There you go, lovely stuff.
Look at that up there.
Right.
Right, they're on point. You want to see that?
No.
What?
Login. Oh, I forgot the password. I can't.
See that, Ashraf?
Sorry, Chrono, I can't type on your chat, fella. Can't bother to sign in properly and verify myself on my laptop right now. That was Chrono's. Let me pop that there. Get it in my chat. And as you can see with the title, that is Chrono. This chat is no longer available. Okay, where is sort of the live then? Is he not going live? Maybe he's not going live today. What that'd take me to is just Twitch.
I'm just setting at point of the ceiling, man, and everybody's come on. Look,
Dublin and Killer are there as well. Look at you all!
It won't let you show your link, Chrono. It's saying it, oh, it's because I'm on YouTube and it's Twitch, isn't it?
That's
Maybe.
fucking brilliant. Oh, they're all here! What the fuck?
Catching up of any of my other subscriptions popped.
That's epic.
Access, there we go, there's another.
Excuse me. Right, Parselius is in the lobby. Boy, you can set up the the fucking...
Oh, I can't hear his voices.
That's brilliant. Can I set it up now?
Yeah.
Hey, Ashafar, my man, good luck, fella. No, you got away with it by the look of it, Joker. And there's a red yard.
That was brilliant. How many people that were saying
I do apologise if I am missing any of the other perspectives, and it won't let me share Chrono's link if he is streaming. If you can get it in Chrono, I haven't got links being shared turned off, and with you being a mod, you should have the ability to without any issue anyway.
all from session, I know.
Yeah, all from current session.
Let's go from sick. Yeah, it's stuff's gonna be nice and tight. Parcelius has come in. We'll have a read through of the names as they join. So, Snot Sniffer, that is Revelantis. We've got Chrono Dimension, the Heredia God, Ashafar, 306, Rezkio, Happy Life, X-Wex, Dublin Wolf. Killer will be joining in a moment as well.
You have to send him another invite. Boy, Calerio's still in this lobby.
Calerio as well. Maybe
They've
he's
all
just
got
not quite
invites.
seen it, yeah.
Says
Yeah,
online that they're
They-
invited.
sometimes they just don't see it, so if you send another one, it'll just pop up again.
It should be toit as a toiget. Killer, Calerio and Parcelius to join to make it our 12 in the lobby. As Captain did mention, a couple of people have had to drop out in Trenta, Danny and Damien.
Let's call it out one.
And we did see one of our reserves in Colin 43 making it through to a top 5 of his lobby and qualifying through to the final. So it has been a very interesting day. Again, do feel free to pop back through some of the early streams and check out some of the tight racing action.
Who are we missing, by the way?
Press
Is there
off.
only 11? Is there only 11 of them?
No, press off from current session. It'll invite them people again. It'll show.
It's just Parcelius, but then
Yeah,
even
he
if he
just
joins,
needs to
there's
join.
only 11 of them.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Danny
it's-
dropped out and Goot Noodle.
Oh, right. That's it.
So that'll be it. Yeah, once we see the centres, that's it.
Someday wake Parcelius up.
Fucking hell, he's had 9 hours to wake up. I appreciate it was early for him, but again, I made him be in fucking the late draw the first 2 rounds. I can't help the random draw for the semis. He's just looking at somebody's dropped out.
Rezkio tagging him on
Rezkio,
Discord.
Yeah.
Stop sleeping, boy.
Yeah.
Wakey.
Right, let's quit Discord again. Get rid of them beeps in the background. Settle into the action. We have 5 people left to qualify for today. Parcelius doesn't make it into the first race. He's got 4 minutes tops. We will be starting off and he'll have races to make up. GG mobbing, we are here to cheer. Yeah. Damn right, my man. I'm here to just enjoy it. Get it on going.
Chrono's just shared his link on Twitch. Perfect.
I will try again because maybe it was a closed session.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that link. Hop onto my YouTube version of my stream. Live chat. And again. Try that. There we go. Chrono BOV.
Mobbing the
I did let it go
lowercase
this
TA in
time.
GTA is triggering me, but I'm okay.
Hold
Right,
on,
can I start
Mobbin.
this now? Everybody's in.
Yep.
I can fix it on my stream title, Mobbin, but I can't do too much for you for the playlist. I'll go back and I'll edit my other titles a little bit later. I don't want you calling me out for that in Discord, lad. If you refresh the stream, your OCD will at least calm down a little bit.
It was fucking brilliant.
I love you, man.
Oh, that golf game, Sick Nasty, yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, he's been enjoying it. He's
Yeah.
another one that's slightly annoyed they've taken out all, like, couch multiplayer out. Which I can understand. Not so much for myself anymore, considering I don't like having people over.
My heart rate has flattened, thank you.
I'm glad that I'm not causing your potential heart attack there, Mobbin. We'll let the action do that.
Alright,
Hopefully there'll be nothing
Girls.
too severe for you to worry about. Go, lads have been appearing nice and confident. And I'd really like to see them do nice again. It will be the last time I display any sort of favouritism. Come on, my stunty bastard boys.
The goat,
Top
the goat
five,
boys.
lads.
You say the goat
Good
boys,
luck.
they know which side their
Good
bread's
luck,
buttered
everybody.
today.
Yeah, but I've known them through stunts for a year and a half. It's longer than I've known
know.
any of you all from the street racing and stuff. As much as I like you all, and I'm getting more involved with you guys day by day and week by week.
Yeah, they may have been with us longer, but you've known them longer than you've known us.
And I've known you longer than they've known you other than Rescue.
Rescue's... No, I've known Rescue before you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Rescue's
yeah.
known you longer than me, but I got Heredia in with you after he raced for us that week. I was like, I'll get you in with us first. Come race for us, we need your help, Alex. So I went loop skip. Looked like he barrel rolled out of it, Heredia being nice and safe. Just holding the lead. Rescue. A little bit further back, plenty of time to catch up. He is holding 5th place here. X-Wex, Chrono, Snot Sniffer, Rescue completing out the top 5 behind Heredia. X-Wex, Mateus, Snot Sniffer, Revelantis. Everybody else is the name you should know them as far as I'm aware. Rescue, good drive, out of the loop, takes 3rd place away from Snot Sniffer. Rescue pushing early, going with the ramp skip, did seem to lose a little bit of time with the slide, but he's held position nicely. Goes in for the loop skip, carrying the speed. Snot Sniffer just drifts a little bit to the right. I'm not sure if that was actually... No, there we go, the positions are shifting as people do come by. Really unlucky stuff. Yeah, that is Revelantis' second account. I will probably swap between names. Alex, just a little honk of the horn. X-Wex tapping it back behind him. Thought I'd just pop on early, say hello. Something he's comfortable with here. Spend first little way around with Alex. And then he should be away. Rescue holding 3rd place. Mateus really doing nice. 2:14, that'd be 2:44.7 first lap. He does appear to have closed the gap here on Rescue. We are just going to pop onto Rescue while he's going up the straight wall, not doing too much input on the control. He's nicely over the curb. He does take the boost. That will have deadened his revs a little bit, and it will allow Heredia to re-extend out. Both collecting the checkpoint nice and cleanly. You can see Alex has just extended that lead out again. We've seen times ranging down to the 37.5, but clearly a mistake from a couple of the guys ahead has allowed them to regain the positions.
Heredia takes the
As
skip
over
this
the
time,
curb.
as does
Yeah.
Matthias and Rez.
I think they all took this one. They missed the loop skips, the other loop skips, the small ones. Because they're there. With Revelantis is Snot Sniffer, so he's just down here at the moment. He's in 8th place. He was really pulling some good speed, but he had just a bit of an error on that big loop skip. Just drifted a little bit far to the right. Isaac, next open event, if there is any space in the playlist later, but that is a bit more stunt race community, but there'll be open events in the week this week. Monday onwards. Little honk of the horn from Rez and Mateus as Rezkio has solidified up second place here. We are going to just drift back a little further, have a little look at Ashafar and Chrono battling for this 5th place. See the space here, if there's any developed. Little bit of a wonky bounce, but he's got a good lead over Parselius. Snotsniffer has picked up a position here. He's up to 7th with a 1:43.554. Best lap 1:41.691 by Ashafar. See the times really tight in this lobby. Does drop back a little way. But again, he's just pushing hard. Ashafar floating nicely through the air. You can see the checkpoint triggering. Yeah. Isaac, if you want to send me a friend's request, then if there is any spots in that, I'll shoot you a invite and I'll get it accepted after this stream. Before that, then you can get a couple of the other people that Horse occasionally added. Ashfar getting the steering nice, just to drift back to the left on the platform.
Rezkio takes
Skipping
first.
the loop, nice and clean. Ashfar had to do a late readjustment to pull up and over that wall there. We are going to, I guess, move forward a little bit. Ashfar looks nice and safe here with 5th place. He has had the best lap so far, so he has been pushing nice and good. Rezkio has just improved that to a 40.297. A little bit off the pace Mayuto did set here earlier, but still really nice stuff in this sort of situation. Doesn't need to push to his absolute stunting limit. Able to rest on track knowledge that little bit more. I think the loop there played a little bit havoc, but X-Wex nice and smooth. He's sandwiched between Chrono and Heredia at the moment. Oh, it's Rezkio, just having lost first place behind Heredia. This was one of the tracks Alex was thinking he might be able to get a win on. Help himself potentially into that top 5. Nice and smooth through corners. Get that throttle control just nice and smooth. Clipping at the curbs, nice and aggressive. Just eases off a little extra dab of the brakes just to shorten that travel to the right. That's a lovely, lovely loop skip there. Isn't the hardest of cuts, but it's hard to get that precise. You got connected with the high portion of the rundown.
Already
Builds that speed up. Yeah, Heredia's just got the lead at the moment.
He came off the wall, he only just saved it. Rezkio, you
Ramp
lucky
skip,
son
he
of a
gets
bitch.
it, he's gonna have the drive, but is it gonna be long enough left to the end of the track? It is
Sicko!
a 1-2 from the stunt racers, Mateus in X-Wex, really not too far behind. And you can really see the step up. These guys clearly knowing it is going to be a sweaty lobby, doing some good working times. Nice and close. Chrono, I believe 4th, Ashafar 5th. Nice, Alex and Rez from Joker. Joy and his goatee brothers doing well. Bah! GG's Rezkio from Alex. Sure, he's offering you the same. He won't begrudge you the odd win. I know he wants to get the motor, he just want to maximise his points at the same time, but one of his favourites from the stunters.
Safe, Rezkio.
He did say he was playing it safe, Rez, he told you. But the GG's there, but I do applaud the ramp skips, Rez. It's nice to see you still taking the big risks. So it is Heredia, Rezkio Xwex, Chrono and Ashafar. Top 5 so far. It's still very early on, so the guys just dropping off by 1 point at a time. Revelantis
5 or
is
6
in
in them?
6th place.
mate.
Again, this is the corner cutting track. You'll see huge corner cuts where they massively deviate off track, cutting in inside of props.
It can be to their detriment, though. Also,
If they misfeather that throttle or apply power too soon, as I learned,
Yeah.
it's a slidey part of the track. You need to be very careful.
Yep.
Again, I imagine we will see the guys that do have that level of control in general be clean, but we will see a couple of mistakes among the midfield here and there. But again, with the level of that they've picked themselves up on stunts in a week's time, I can only see myself being a little bit more confident now. Some good racing throughout.
Absolutely.
Chrono's clearly put in a good amount of work onto an area he was not confident in stunts, and he's done some good stuff in himself. Clearly been putting the work in. Hello, Sender. Come on, Frenchies. Supporting his French brothers. Sender, I do want to see that same support I offered towards Alex. I know he's American. You can have a little bit more for Rez with him being French. But you've known Alex a good amount of time as well in the community. Give him a little bit. I know it's Rez you're directing it with the Frenchies. We'll show you his beautiful face. Look at that, a couple of people confident Rez could take the victory here. That was 2k on him. And Ashfar was a little unlucky in that previous race. He did take the early risk with the loop skip. Luckily, it didn't pay off for him and he just couldn't recover enough, but he did show that he's willing to take the risks and push hard. He's mid-drive boost, good starts all round Ashfar. They're good corner cut. I say good corner cutting, but they are doing the lines they do and doing them nice. Cutting on the inside of the prop there again, past the satellite. Nice and wide, cutting again past the track, just shortening the amount of travel they need to do to get themselves from point A to point B. Again, cutting. Following the track a little bit more here, and then back to the corner cutting. Lovely stuff, the guys nice and tight together. Top 5 really close. Revelantis are leading the way. Redkio was 2nd place. Heredia, Xwex and Ashifar. Chrono Dimension with a lot of space in 6th place, and you can see the guys ahead. Bit of a mistake from Ashifar. Little initial switch on to Chrono. We'll stick with it just through this section a little bit further. Don't want to do multiple swaps and attract his attention too much, but we will just move forward onto the back of that front pack in a moment or two. Chrono, good amount of space. He now knows he just needs to manage himself good and clean. Little slide, uses it to get himself through the corner. That is going to allow Ashfar to close the gap up as long as he's clean, but he's got Heredia. Chrono has insights now. He's got his target and can start following the lines as clean as he can. And we will, like I said, just shift forward. Chrono up to 4th, Ashfar back into 5th. Xwex fallen behind. He's in 6th place. I'd say I am gonna just pop on and give it a little moment. Already a bit of space forward. to
That's-
Rezkio and
Oh, big mistake from
Revelantis.
Rescue. Big mistake. Off the wall, missed the
Just
checkpoint.
pushing too hard, but he's collect that checkpoint. He's
Yeah.
got going again, and he is holding 5th place. He has the pace to pick up these couple of positions, and hope maybe these guys have the pace to hold Mateus and Exwex and Parcelius behind them.
This won't be too much of a problem for Rescue, even if he doesn't.
We'll
get
stick with
back
Chrono. The guys ahead. We've got Revelantis clear lead at the front. Heredia doing nice work, holding 2nd. Rezkio now going to push hard, and you can see him coming through Chrono, controlling the throttle nicely, not wanting to make any more mistakes, and just being that little bit more careful. Good. It's also a relatively decent time for it to happen. Not that you want to make any mistakes, but better early than late when it's becoming important and you're tight in it. You now know what you have to do. Revelantis clearly having, as we did here, put that sweat mode in this week and got his work in. We've seen the 44 from Rezkio Chrono. Really unfortunate stuff. I will pop on to Rez, have a little look at him for Sender. Tiny little slide, just pulling himself aggressively past satellite dish there. Using that lift off oversteer, it's good effect. Collecting the checkpoints nice and clean this time. Making sure he gets them, feathering his throttle at the correct points, and he does seem to be closing back in on Alex. It's really nice, smooth stuff here from Rezkio. Again, clipping checkpoints at the widest possible point. Sorry, and Sender sat with his hands on his chin, just in awe of Rezkio at the moment.
44.5.
Clean run, you can see that gap closing. Yep, 44.5 from Rez, best lap by 0.6. So he will be a touch disappointed in himself that the mistake was there, because he clearly had the speed, just chose the wrong point to have the race with Revelantis there. Pushed a little bit too hard to take a bit too much time out with a little checkpoint.
Oh, someone off the
Clicking
wall.
Happy Live and Killer as well. I think Killer stopped and is waiting for Happy Live so they can continue racing round together. That is Revelantis, or Snot Sniffer with the win. Heredia, Rezkio, Ashafar and Chrono appear to be our top 5 unless Exwex or Parcelius make any very late moves. Exwex did close the gap up massively, but it is that little bit too late. Still 8 races to go, plenty of time to get back on it. .553 from Rez. That is Revelantis. He's just on his 2nd account. He's actually put the real practice in this week, so I don't be surprised to see him do half decent and well. I say half decent like I could do better. I have to sound confident as a commentator, you know, make it sound like I commentate on you guys a lot.
That's how fast the lobby is. The bottom 3 did DNF. Didn't even finish.
I was like, damn, he's sweaty.
Alex out into an early lead.
Yeah, Alex holding it by 5 points early on. Rezkio will just be punching his thigh a little bit. Again, like I say, he did have the pace. He didn't need to so much race with Revelantis. He could have just let it naturally come as he drifted himself through the track. Like, Rez, just ease yourself into it. Up your lap time, little bit by little bit, as we saw Leathercake do.
5,
he did
mate.
improve his lap times each time. But he clearly had the advantage throughout, and he knew the guys that did get a faster lap occasionally, well, behind him, then didn't have the time to regain it. And we're really going to see you coming into your strengths, lad. Just settle in. Just showing you had the fastest lap there. Let that go into your head.
Yeah.
But again, good luck to all. My favouritism does have to go to the side. And I do have to be the unbiased commentator, as I always do attempt to be when it's friends and stuff. And the Jester apart from boy again. He absolutely adores this car. Best car in game. Like the Jester RR, he just wants to kick that shit to the curb, don't you, boy? Let's be honest.
Fucking
Just
Felser,
a
right?
Just a race car all the way.
But this is a Rilla Raceway. Again, we've seen some phenomenal battles here. Again, we saw the top three battling in both lobbies.
Yeah.
Muto has had the fastest lap on the day. Yeah, Jester and Boy should get a room, that's for sure. He can show that exhaust really how much he likes it.
Calm down here.
Yeah.
Calm down, calm down.
Okay.
We'll sit on Mr. Snot Sniffer.
I'll start off then with
Beginning off the
Matthias.
reels. Again, in my rush to thank Leathercake, as he did tag me and stuff on Discord saying he had changed it, I did forget to thank the Chinaman earlier as well. He did also change his settings so it was fair across the lobby. Massively appreciate that.
We will have full spectating coverage for the final
Yeah.
and everybody then. Which will be perfect.
It's a nice, smooth start.
Oh,
Someone ran a
wide
little bit
there by
wide.
Matthias. Misjudged the corner there.
Alex as well had a bit of an issue, but he's back up to pace. But
Oh,
that has
well
allowed
played.
Revelantis through nice and clean. Alex, following that line, picked up a couple of positions, but he just missed the feathering point, and that has allowed Revelantis a bit of freedom at the front. He's got the free air ahead of him. You can hear Ashford and just see him on the camera behind, feathering through the corner. And there's the drive you like to see. Good start from Revelantis. Really. Jesus Christ, that was a big frog. Really putting down the early pressure and showing the guys that he's just going to get that consistency up good and quick. We'll pop back on to Heredia. No,
Oh,
he can't
someone off
handle
the
it.
wall
That
there,
was off the
big
wall.
crash.
He's drifting back. I don't see anyone having popped yet. It's Rezkio just catching the inside of the prop. Coming through the corners behind Ashifar here, closing the gap nicely. See the brake boost line from Revelantis' car off the curb as he's held a distance and maintaining his lead really nice and clean. 152.2 flat is the best lap so far. Redkio again, plenty of time to catch up. There is 5 laps remaining, and he is just on the back of this pack. We've got Parcelius Calerio between him and Alex, Ashfar and X-Way. Parcelius getting himself up to pace now, battling for 5th place with Ashfar and X-Way in that mix, all the way up to 3rd. We'll see a couple of guys pushing hard to come back. Yeah, nice and smooth. Ashfar, X-Wex, not too far back. Rezkio is back up into the top 5. Nice quick start to the comeback, just nice and smooth, Rezkio. Stay out of your own head, lad, and let you still do the work.
Killer took the Jester and not the Jester race car, bless him.
Oh.
And boy took a fucking Feltzer, even though he loves the Jester. Fucking
Just put the
wanker.
Feltzer and then chose it. He's a confused man, this one.
I just know half that lobby what to drive a Feltzer, so I thought I'd drop it in.
Nice speed from X-Rex behind, running good and wide into the entry of the corner, allowing him to carry the space through. Alex going really aggressive on the curbs, trying to hold position above him. X-Rex bit of a slide into corner. Alex knowing he can go in a little bit later, but X-Rex applying the power, really nice. Already, I believe, just got a short shift just to keep the distance nice. See that pace, X-Rex carrying a bit more into the entry, just pushing really nice and hard, trying to maybe force a bit of a mistake from Alex that frees up some space on the overtake. Just running off the wall a little high from X-Rex. Alex, he rode his luck there. Didn't affect his race there. Got away with it a little bit more than Rezkio, with the prop being a little bit smoother. We've got Revelantis at 118.462. I think that pips out Muto.
I think it does, mate. It's very close, that.
Yeah. But definitely the two best laps. It's the only 218s we've seen on the day. Really, really nice stuff from Revelantis and a massive step up. And no offence, he did more than enough to qualify, but he knew he needed to step up that bit. And he's clearly showing he had it in the locker. Just riding his skill level a little bit to this point, but now laying down his claim, potentially grabbing as much money as he can in the final. We are going to step back a little bit to Ashafar and check that distance back. Rezkio a little further back, but he's got a good lead as well over Parselius. Ashfar will be more than happy to be cranking in some good points here. Ooh, get on the brakes, lad, get on the brakes. That's it, get yourself through. We will come off yourself, lad. So Rezkio's closed the gap up. Maybe we just stick with it. I don't want to change too much. Keep self going, lad. Nice and true. Still got fifth place. Parselius a little way back. Hold your nerve. Rezkio getting really close to that prop again, pushing his luck and still taking the lines he's trained himself in. I've got to respect that. Little brake boost, it looked like that. I think that was the braking point from Rezkio into the next section. Just pushing a little bit. Again, too hard. Has allowed Ashafar a bit of an advantage down the straight, really picking the speed up nicely. Feathering his throttle in and then braking through the second part of the corner, pulling himself around clean, but Rezkio did close up again, nice and heavily, just able to carry that bit more speed through. Again, a bit too aggressive on that next section, just pushing too hard to try and maximise points. Rezkio, nice and smooth, lad.
Oh, big off from X-Wex, big off.
Oh, and he's back, he's coming back onto line now. That is gonna potentially allow Ashafar, if he's managed to maintain her at X-Wex now, he's back up to speed.
Okay, there's a big off.
And he is gonna hold his position. He rides his luck hugely there. He didn't lose a third place. That was very lucky from X-Wex. Nearly allowed Ashafar and Rezkio extra points.
118.4 over 0.7 faster than anyone on track. I think 0.6, yeah. sweaty. Ashafar's sweaty. Yeah, mate. It is. It's a tough lobby. It might not have the amount of high leveling that 2 had, but the 5 or 6 here, one of yous is going to have to go out. 7, 8, exactly. It's crazy. This is going to come down to the final race again, I think. Because Parselius in 7th is going to have something to say about this. Alex holding the lead. Revelant is 2nd, 7-point advantage over Rez. A little bit of work to do. Parselius with a bit more to do here.
Revelantis, Rezkiel, X-Rex, Ashafar. Yeah, right down to Calerio. Still plenty.
What's the laps in this?
6. Yeah, Miyoto Revelantis was, yeah, he was flying there. Practice paid off, great lines. 18-4.
Yeah. I think he did that pip out your time from earlier? Because you're the only 218s, Muto.
I think it did, yeah, by at least 0.2 or 0.3, I think. I think Muto was at 18-7. 18-8, was he?
I watched him for the first lap and he didn't wall grind on the first one, but he might have done as he picked the pace up a bit. I was a bit further back then, focused on the...
Yeah.
I was a bit more spread out.
Yeah, Miyoto 18-8. Yeah, I thought so.
No, it's still a phenomenal time, lad. Don't let Revelantis pipping you. Put you down, kid.
No, mate, you had the 2nd fastest time on this track in the entire day.
Yep.
That's 34 other people. You had a faster time then. Nothing to grumble at.
And no, he didn't wall grind.
No, just clean lines.
Who had the fastest time on this track in Group 1?
Miyoto had the
Again,
fastest.
I think, yeah.
Rezkio's going to smash that here, I think.
Yeah. Rezkio, you just need to hold your nerve, lad.
Lobby 1 was me, fastest
Shake
lap. Lobby
them
2
off.
was Miyoto.
Okay,
And get your focus on.
It doesn't stop going on about that, mate.
Fucking idiot.
Jesus Christ.
The 17 is possible, laugh my ass off from you if you do the wall grind. Yeah, quite possibly. Oh, 18.6, I'd missed that.
Nice.
Looking at my chat. But yeah, so you were 3rd fastest, apologies. Could have brought that up a little later.
Alright, here we go. Are you going to start off with Fox?
I will go with... I think I'll sit on Chrono for the first lap.
I'll take Alex then.
Oh, he's confident with his rally.
Although Chrono's
Oh,
not...
it's got me on the Ashafar.
He might not get you happy with this rally.
You're not as confident with it.
I don't think so. We'll see here. It's all about getting through the first couple of laps and getting your rhythm going.
Someone early off the ball and hoping that wasn't lag. It was. Somebody popped back up of the order a little bit there. Chrono is holding 3rd, nicely behind Riz and Ashafar. Parselius pushing nice and hard as well. Really picking the speed up, picking up 2 positions on the straight, clearly pulling off a couple of short shifts. Closing the gap up on Rezkio and getting his braking point really nice and tidy. Rezkio, knowing the line, regains some of that time, picked up by Parselius. Chrono pushing good and hard, just about holding 3rd, 4th place here at the moment. Nicely through the corner, and that's Chrono up to 2nd place behind Rezkio, getting good drive down the hill. Alex though still in 4th, 5th place, battling with Ashafar, not having lost too much time. Don't let it affect you. You are back up to pace nicely, good stuff to see. X-Wex fell back, or picked up a position over Ashafar, and we are just going to
lot
shift
of
off
lag.
nicely handled from. Spend just a little bit of time with Mateus. Breaking point, really
Nice
nice
by Alex.
down the hill. You can see Mateus, he's seen that Alex is quick and he just followed that initial line up the hill and then shifted across for the curbs. Again, maybe spotting the line for the next laps, but will be difficult to adjust so late. Really good drive through the corner from Xwex up into second place, holding position behind Rezko. 141.325 is the best lap so far.
Let's see what Rez has got in the locker now, coming round on the flying lap first.
Oh, massive group behind.
Rez is going to come across the line, opening line up line time.
2, 3, 4 behind.
108.9 from Rez.
Lovely stuff.
He'll bring that down. Already having a real good battle with X.
109's right back to fourth.
Yeah.
So it's just ahead of Ashafar and Heredia. Parthelius holding 5th place, just over Chrono. Snot Sniffer, Calerio in 7th and 8th.
Boy bringing up the rear has
I
been
think I'll be able to see
a usual occurrence.
is that action. I've just gone a little bit too far back there, but we can see the battle for 5th a little bit without affecting it too much. You can see Snot Sniffer just battling alongside and taking position from Chrono, picking up a couple of extra points there, or an extra point, sorry. Passes back, maybe a little rough off the wall. Athelius still just holds 5th. He's got a touch of a gap between him and Chrono.
108.8 from Matthias, now Xwex.
We will just move on a little way. Darcelius late into the breaking point has given Chrono 5th place. Chrono and Revelantis battling hard. That will have encouraged Revelantis on, knowing there's an extra couple of points there now. Darcelius knowing he's got to regain some of that lost time. Calerio is just dropping back a little bit further. We are going to come off the young lad. I think he might be a bit older than me actually, 82. So we'll go sit.
Corselius is lining up a move here.
Elon. It's going up to Ashfar. We'll see how it plays out behind. Just lining that move up a little bit too aggressively. You've got Chrono and Snot Sniffer trying to close the gap on Ashafar. Oh, he just comes off the inside, prop goes in a little bit too tight. That is now 4th and 5th for Chrono and Snot Sniffer. Revelantis just following Chrono nice and tight behind them, pushing for where he can pick up that little bit of speed, varying the line here and there, straightening the drive out over the bridge. Both going nice and aggressive over the curve. Nice breaking point from Ashafar, pulls himself around, gets a good flick over the bump, pulling himself away from the wall, good and clean. Round and over the hill, he's closed up nicely here on Revelantis. Revelantis, so good drive up the hill, gaining that bit of time back. Nice application of the power there from Ashfar. Chrono though gained a slight gap. The 108.883 from Xwex. Rezko has improved his time a little bit, down to a 9.946. And then we've got Chrono with the 8.949 as well. We've got a lot of 9s all the way back down to 7th place. Really, really top stuff. Tight times between the times. See that aggression from Slotsniffer, getting himself on curbs, just trying to maintain position, using the wall there on the right to get himself nicely lined up for the corner.
Tyus is get close to Rescue here.
Oh,
Very
Ashifar
close.
getting really close to Revelantis as well. Ashifar is matching the drive up the hill much better this time, not losing half the time he did on that last lap. It could be a tight finish. Rescue does take the win. Oh, Mateus again improves 6-9. Oh, is that improvement 692? I'm not sure it was. Let's see, a couple of improvements a bit further down the order, lowering their own 9s. Whereas doing the work does just miss out on the best lap, but he's put in the consistency that the top guys keep mentioning. You manage your lead, you get it up to a high enough level, and then you know you can just go a little bit within yourself, knowing that there's not the time to make up the gap. It's a wise decision, and it applies pressure and maybe eats mistakes out of the guys behind. Top 5, Rescue, X-Wix, Heredia, Chrono, and Revelantis, or Snot Sniffer. It's Ashifar just making out the top 5 by 2 points over Chrono, and then 8 points over Parcelius. Still plenty of time to make it up. We have 6 races remaining. Now, a couple of tricky tracks, this one included, just long, requiring very, very good throttle control, and this is where we could see Parcelius picking up a good amount of points. This track is where I die from Alex, or it is a tricky one. It's just a car, you need really good throttle control to get it round the corners nice and quick. Hello, Crayon, my man, my brother from France. Yeah, Heredia leading the playlist by 5 points over Rescue, Revelantis on 43, and 38 to X-Wex and Ashfar on 29, and 2 points back to Chrono. Rescue saying, boy, that, and he's taking it on board. Oh, we may see you banned for 300 seconds. I'm very good, thank you, Crane. I hope you are too. But you are racing for the next 8 minutes, so you shouldn't notice your ban. It only being 5 minutes. It's a nice gold there on Revelantis' cat. Chromed out gold, isn't it? That's really nice. Yeah, just chill a little bit. You're more than comfortable in this.
It's not your bedtime yet, it's Saturday night, so don't worry about staying up late.
Yeah, dear, just taking a moment. Come back, lad. You've had your moment in the first. And I am just going to pop back. We'll start with Parcel. A little Parcel on the back, I don't feel it's bad calling it in.
Revelantis in his goldy looking.
Bit of a side, he corrected that very, very quickly. We'll just settle in, picking the pace back up nice and tidy. Little tap of the horn from Calerio as Parcelius comes back past. Got Chrono and Ashifar next in sight, and then Revelantis and X-Wex battling the third there, just behind Heredia. Rezko holding a good lead at the moment. Nice aggression over the curves, really picked up some good boost there from Parthelius. Drew level with Ashafar, managing throttle control. Just had to dip the speed a little bit more into the entry. Oh, good brake boosting from Parcel coming down the hill. Oh, just pop forward a touch after they come around the corner to go down the straight.
Ooh, just
There we go.
fucking bridge.
Hello, Ashafar fella. As he honks back at, I believe, Parcelius. Heredia, Snot Sniffer, Rezkio and X-Wex battling for the top spots. Heredia got a little close to that wall. He ran narrow to it, but he rode his line nice and confidently. Ashfar doing good work, holding fifth, just extending away. Chrono has taken over Parthelius at the moment.
Atlantis takes the lead there. Very nice section. Really nice.
Oh, Ashfar, slight readjustment, just turned in a little bit too early, and that has allowed Chrono and Parthelius to really close up. He hasn't lost too much time to this front pack either. They've just picked up the pace behind and really closing in, really getting that throttle control down. Chrono coming in and nice and hot with Parthelius. That is kicking Ashafar up a gear as he hears their engines coming up close behind. He is holding fifth, but he knows he's not got too many points over these guys. Clipping the bumps, taking the short shift on the dirt and then going through almost full throttle. Little dip of it at the apex, just pulling their way through. Hopefully clean lines. We'll just let the action speak for itself for a moment.
On board with Heredia. He's just behind second and third there. They're quite close. I mean, Ashafar's just behind Heredia as well.
Yep.
One mistake from anybody here and it's going to be a place gifted. Revelantis looks so comfortable up front though.
It's just that consistency, the throttle control,
It's the
and
recurring
the
theme.
confidence on it.
Recurring theme today, bro, of the Grade A races. Anadrax,
Yeah.
Levocate, Revelantis.
And Rezkio as well, he's showing it, but he's just I think he's just getting in his head a little bit. He's battling himself.
Rezkio's trying too much to catch Revelantis. Revelantis is Sunday driving, but he's driving at a faster pace than fast Rez, because he's not pushing it. He's driving the car rather than forcing the car.
Yeah. Rezkio as well should know that he can
He doesn't need to win
sneak
every
it out
race.
a little bit more. No.
No, none of these top four need to win every race.
Parthelius
calm
has
down.
passed by Ashafar, and that he's seen the slide from Alex, and the close up from Parthelius and Ashafar is big. Alex, get your head on, lad. Parthelius just extends that corner and carries the speed through Alex. Really getting to grips with the track now. Did have a little chat with him before the event.
Oh,
Not
someone
done
off the
too
wall.
much practice. That is X-Wex.
Matthias, yeah.
Yep, that has allowed Rezkio an easy pick-up of second place. X-Wex will see whether he's got the time to catch up. I think they've got, what, a lap left too?
This is the last lap.
But
Just
it is one
started
of
it
them
though.
tricky tracks. Yeah, it's nice and long, plenty of time for the good throttle control, and you can see him already just beginning to extend away and lay down a bit of extra pace he has over Chrono at the moment, closing the gap back up on these three ahead. It's all about whether there's the time to do it. He's a good way back. It's a healthy lead Ashafar has. He just needs to stick with it, lay down his pace, not push too hard.
Nice
Does
clean
avoid the
line
poles,
there.
really nice. Chasing the bumps, feathering the throttle just before the crest, making sure there's no understeer into one of the props on the bridge.
Oh, Ashafar,
Rescue's-
little
Rescue's saying
right
for me to
now.
start the thing, like, in the pre-lobby thing, like, am I meant to let the timer count down the minute?
No, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Rescue's just being impatient, probably
Yeah,
'cause he's
he's
got another
just
race
wanting
to
to
go
get it
to.
on.
I've got to give him time to do a push or something.
That's
if
what I
I'm
did, mate.
in a
Just
race,
don't extend it. Just give him the allotted time it gives you.
Aye, like the minute.
Yeah, and then let it go, mate. Standard.
Gives him a chance to wipe the hands after the sweaty racing as well.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah,
Grab a
some
drink,
men
take a
are
piss.
just gifted.
Yep. This has
Like
been a very
Rescue
nice
as
race.
well. 209.002 from Snot Sniffer, 209s from Alex, Parcelius, Rescue, and
Nice
X-Wex.
race, Revelantis. Easy work there for Revelantis. Not really troubled. Got out after the first lap and that was it. Yeah, that's correct, Mobbin. 3 semi-finals today. Top 5 in each go to the final. Yep, correct.
So it'll be 15 in the final next weekend. Yeah, there was, as Mobbin had said, 3 semi-final playlists today. There was 2 lobbies earlier. GG's Alex and Parcelius from Ashafar. Enjoying that battle. He did really nice holding position there as well. Practice pays off, correct? Yep, they have put the work in this week. But then there is...
Sounds like someone's partial to Revelantis. I don't even know the guy. But when you just fucking walk away on a track like that, you gotta give some praise, mate. Praise where it's due.
208.862 was the best lap from Revelantis as well. Go Fox and Captain and Hyle from New Boys. How you going, fella?
What is that, 6?
Yeah.
And Alex just saying he's just trying to keep up with the big boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh yeah, he is good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did have he was a bit clear from time wise, I guess. Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah, mate, anybody.
But Alex is
yeah.
doing phenomenally well. Rescue, just hold your nerve, lad.
Yeah. You've got enough points now. Just keep consolidating everybody in the top 5 now. You know who you've got to beat. You see the table. Just keep on pushing forward.
I'm a bit partial to Thick Nasty Lovey's vids. I wish he had some vids. He must be sending you private porn or something, Mobbin. I've not been accepted into that inner circle yet.
The best.
He's the ball at Rescue. Got Dublin Wolf, Chrono, Ashahart, Caleria, Killer.
Oh, he means his OnlyFans, Fox. You got to pay for that.
I don't pay.
You got to pay
Get
for
out.
his OnlyFans. Sick nasty.
No, give me a free pass, man. You're a mod on my channel. I've commentated on you for free. Come on. I've given up my time for you. Let me see them pics.
Pinky, I'm gonna need the T2 methods real quick.
Send him a quick training video, lad.
Rescue, hoping Christmas comes early again.
Take my control quick, Pink, from Alex.
Are we gonna see some wheelies at the beginning? Someone's already trying.
I've seen a couple earlier. Could spend a bit of time there with Ashfar on the previous race. We will land on all 4 wheels from Mobbin. That's Jack's best bit of advice I've ever heard him give to anyone. It made me laugh so much. Chasing the brake boost, nice and clean. You know, clearly
Alright.
taught him a couple of bits.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, Rez.
Wise decision, very aggressive
Rescue.
through the corner. We've seen Luke with a massive comeback earlier. So, Rez, do not let that get to you, lad.
It's
That
that-
was exactly the same as Luke.
Fucking Christmas bow on top of the fucking cleek.
He did
Got
get second
caught.
place. Did it catch the track?
I don't know what happened, but it didn't look correct.
Fuck.
He got an exit and then the car just fucking barrel rolled in midair and landed. That was it.
It can do that off the tube if
I
you...
just don't expect to see that from Rez.
No, he's just getting in his own head. We saw it from Luke and he got the grips
Someone's
with
off big
himself.
time, Parcelius.
The advantage of
track.
speed, lad.
That was wild from the American there. No fucks given. Full power off the track. I'm going to stay with Rescue and watch this Luke-esque comeback, which is probably boiling now, so here we go. Here we go again with the same loop. I think his bow got caught on the road, yeah. He was too low on the exit and the bow caught on the road, that's what spun him. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on YouTube, guys. Is that possible for that bow to hit the ground, or is it not?
think it
Morgan
can.
says his rear clipped the track.
Yeah, it's rear
He was
clipped
watching
stream. He just checked back as well.
Yeah, it looked like
He
something.
checked Rez's
Something
stream.
clipped him to spin him. Yeah, I thought it was the bow.
Oh, it looked like Rescue just got...
Rez is a rookie, mate.
Oh, that's X-Wex battling with Chrono. Chrono up into 4th place ahead of Calerio. Just eased away. X-Wex got a better landing, made a quarter brake boost. And there you go, just extending away. Good brake boosting from Chrono, and you can see the 2 he got just closing up heavily, and then the extra boost he gets with the 3rd. Really nice feathering point, pulls him around the corner. Not far off full speed really, with it being slightly uphill.
Calerio. Big crash there. Rescue's on a mission.
Rescue really closing up heavily.
Yeah, this is such a big lead.
Yeah. That's how it was for official. Luke closed up to 2nd place, but 20-second lead still.
Glad I put money in the radar.
Chrono, big boost, good braking point up the hill. A little bit later from X-Wex, but it allows Chrono to come through that little bit tighter. Looked like Rescue
Yeah, he's
pushing
taking
nice
it
and hard,
through
and
here.
he's just taking position over X-Wex and
Chrono.
Chrono, and there's X-Wex pushing nice and hard. That landing boost again. A double brake boost lined up lovely from Chrono. He will.
Who's got the fastest lap?
That is Heredia 56.674. I think that has just pinched best lap on the day as well. X-Wex did get ever so slightly hung up on one of the curbs there. It caused a little bit of loss of traction with the track. Hey, Bala, my man. Hope you're well, fella.
Alright.
Chrono chasing them brake boosts.
Res playing it safe here now, not going up against the barriers
I
there.
think it's wise.
Yeah.
Revelantis a bit further down the track and he's getting 58.8. That is now the fastest from the street guys on the day. Rescue 57.694, so he's the 2nd fastest man on track at the moment. Lovely brake boosting again from Chrono. Bit of a slide through the corner, or more of a drift as he got power down nice and smooth. Oh, just ever so slightly. In between, we will take this opportunity to just move forward onto Ashifar.
His Rescue might just be taking the position from Ash here. This last corner here is going to be interesting. Rescue going full
Ashifar,
bollocks
barrier
with
smash.
it. So did
Rescue
Rez.
follows him in. He's feathered his throttle really nice. He does just to pinch that position away as they head on to the final lap. 56.641. That would have beat out Alex's previous best lap, but he also improved to a .222.
Yeah. Crazy.
Ezio is... He knows if there is a potential mistake from Revelantis ahead, he could have a second place.
Oh, the lag so many times fucks with your head.
What says competition is this? Yet semi-finals, fella. And this is the final lobby of the day. We've seen 10 people qualify for the finals next Saturday already. And that will be at 9 or 10 PM. 9 PM, I believe. Hey, Alex, having crossed the line, he's in chat nice and early, saying hello. Cheeky son of a bitch. Lovely stuff, and I have to say, Ashfar and Revelantis doing really nice stuff, pushing into the 58s, 59.613 from Mateus as well. And Rezkio, I have to say, really nice stuff. Pulling yourself back up and shaking it off.
Killer going big balls to the wall. Killer with his fucking Benny's tyres on, with his bespoke cold Benny's. Good win, Alex.
Yeah. You did see himself come through as the highest points reserve, but it's earned his way in as much as anybody in that situation. He got more points than other people. I shall also be streaming it, Pinkett, as the showcase for the month. Unless somebody such as Mobbin is. I think you said 3, Alex, so you've got one more, lad.
It's close here.
I think you said you'd try for 3, so one more. Just going to call out, I'll double check the Discord.
6 boy for this one. You can just extend the time if you want to piss Rescue off. Like
Wait till it gets down to like 2 and extend it.
Like T2, he did say he'd get T2. And he did think Downtown Loop was in the mix, but I think he did say 3.
here we go.
There's no pressure from myself. Competition very, very hot. We have seen Revelantis having really stepped his game up from last week. Again, that is not sniffer, just for anybody coming in a little bit late.
I'm going to run up with Matthias. Fox,
yeah, I'm just going to start with Revelantis being on him. I don't like switching too early and stuff, and...
Because I keep setting up on the same person, so I don't want to, so I'll just...
Yeah.
Keep changing over.
No, I swap over when they're stuck waiting for the countdown.
Yeah, that's what I put.
In general, yeah. Then it doesn't pull the notification up, I don't think. Revelantis, a lovely start, is going to cause me to swap off him quite early on. Rezkio pushing good and hard behind him, really not too much space back between them. As it looks like Parthelius and Xwex trying to close the gap back on and back up and try and get into this battle for first. Rezkio, lovely drive through that section, has pulled himself a good advantage, and again, really feathering that throttle and getting the power down as early as he could. Extends away, pulling sharply away from the wall, making sure there's no issue with coming off it as Xwex begins to try and pull alongside Revelantis here. On to the brakes. Power applied so smoothly there. He re-extends over Xwex, Ashafar and Parthelius behind. Over the curbs, nice and aggressive. Again, just seeing him slowly ease his way into the track, and we'll see him eke out. Had a couple of taps of the horn there from somebody in the front and behind, I believe, as he came through the corner. Ashafar 47.009 coming across the line from Rezkio. Revelantis pushed really hard through that first section, did close up, getting tight to the barrier, drifted on the curbs. See the burst of smoke coming off the back of Rezkio's car there as he got the brake boost over the curbs. Yeah, if we start pre-lobby it, it's like 12 o'clock, because these have been going 2 hours almost bang on, so that'll give us 15 minutes. It'll give me a chance to get in the lobby and everything out, spectator mode, nice and comfortably, no rush. Make my coffee. Enjoying the party. Right, let me just move a little further back. We will go to Heredia. I know he can handle the pressure nice and fine, as he tries to close the gap on Parthelius in 5th place. Bit of a slide through the corner, missing the stop strips, barely pushing nice and tight to them.
Go down and go to Killer and Dublin because I haven't seen them all race.
Yeah.
See from their perspective on the stream what they're doing.
Good aggression over the curbs. You can hear that engine really roaring into life as it hits the tops revs.
What car is Killer driving?
Yeah, that's Revelantis tight. He's really picked his pace up this week. He's really picked his pace up. He's put the practice in.
For fuck's sake.
Got a decent 58 as well on Trench 2, which is the best time we've seen from the guys away from stunts. And Ashafar as well, getting a 58, second best time for the day from, again, the non-stunting community. I think Ashafar has been a member of GOAT in the past, I'm sure. Damn, I'm glad he's battling again. Yeah, it's good to see that he clearly had the ability in his locker, and he was just relying a little bit more, had the confidence to rely on the natural speed to get through the earlier rounds, and then he is now knowing that he needs to step it up and prepare for the final. Got Rezkio 1:13.610. If that's not the best lap on the day, it's close. I think we saw maybe a 12. Don't think we did.
I didn't. I haven't heard of 12.
No, I think we saw a 13, but I don't think it was that low. Snot Sniffer with the 13.993 as well, showing it is a very good time. Yeah, always been fast. That's all I've ever heard. I was surprised to see him a little bit off pace, but again, with him hearing that they hadn't been quite putting the practice in, I'm not surprised. 12 from my youth, so I think quite possibly I do struggle to keep full track of the times from the day. I have got a few written down. I've not been able to fully keep track of them all. Right, feathering through Parthelius and Heredia, have passed by Ashafar. Mobbing was Ashafar at one point in GOAT, so I'm sure I've seen him racing for you guys on the streets. Where is he in GOAT? Didn't you pick him up after the goat battle, Captain? From Goat?
No. He joined us through Friends of Boy from
Myth.
Pura.
Okay,
Myth.
yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Already getting a little bit close there to the barrier. We are just going to go 13.151 from Revelantis, pushing really nice and hard. Parcelius up to third, ahead of Xwex. It doesn't look like it was maybe a mistake, so it's just closing up and battling with now. Xwex pushing hard to try and battle with him. He has got third place back. Them they two are battling for fifth at the moment. If they can pick the points up, they did drop off a little bit in the early part of the playlist. Top 5, Alex, keep it. Yeah, he is top 5. He's doing nice as well. He's just solidifying his points. I believe he's top of the playlist at the moment, or was in the race prior. There's Killer. He's in an Autark.
Yeah, he'd have been smoking in the garage and missed the time.
Yeah, it's James as well. He did mention the guys also applying the pressure in that car selection lobby and picking them nice and quick, because that can potentially take a competitor out of the action.
Yeah. It has happened today, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rev fastest lap, so I think Ty, just having gone back and double checked, but 13.151. Yeah, he's picked himself a couple of fastest laps on the day as well. And he, like I say, really laying claim to some good placements next week. And showing some of the guys they are going to, again, have to put in a good amount of practice, push themselves nice and hard to keep up. Xwex does allow Heredia and Ashafar 4th and 5th place. Not a lot of the race left. Barcelius, good lead for 3rd place over Alex. Alex has been closing up. 0.5 quicker. He's just had to feather heavily as he goes a little bit too aggressively onto the wood, but he's back up to pace. Not enough time for Alex to close up. No, there was no rule setting the rules, Robin, for readying up immediately. It is something we may look at in the future. And it is something in the bigger lobbies in the stunts, because certainly with us being full, we have learned to encourage.
It's a crazy thing as well, it hasn't been a problem with the larger lobbies and more amount of people till today, but...
No, it'll be now, because the pressure's on. So they're like, as soon as they get in, they'll flick to the cars, ready up.
The smaller the lobby it is, the quicker the timer gets advanced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because everyone's picked so quickly, yeah.
Well, if there's more people, it's like the more people that press ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Alex, Risen Alex, yes sir, from Joker. Yeah, but all the rules are clearly laid out. And yeah, he's pointing out that actually in that case new accounts are probably smart. That might be why we've seen Xwex and Avalantis change with the amount of cars they have on their other accounts. Smaller amount of cars here on the lower levels. Although it's a name change from Xwex, wasn't it? Not a account change. That's right.
Parcelius above Chrono now into 6th, making moves on Ashafar.
No, I'm just going to have to run to the toilet.
Yeah, 3 laps, perfect.
Three laps Superman, aye.
Yeah, mate, that's the one. Alex doesn't like this track, worst track.
I really like it even. I think the worst tracks are the first track that they done. want to go to the pub.
Go to the pub.
There's people messing me saying, but I can't be bothered to tired.
Be closed, won't it?
No, we're open to midnight here, mate. The hotel I work in still shuts at 10 just because it's a hotel, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not really, they're not really caring about having drinkers in, but all the rest of the pubs are open to 12 now.
It's 20 past 11 now.
What time's it here?
It's solid
20
drinking,
past
that
11
was
for you.
Captain. Don't tempt him.
No, it's 20 past 11 for
I
him
thought it was
already.
on a 20 past 10, that's fast.
Oh, yeah.
Chris was saying it is a great track, genuinely, but not in the Emirates at all.
Yeah.
Even my stunt guys away from the stunts don't like the OP cars. I love it.
No.
They're not good on the bumpy tracks.
That's maybe
They're
why.
not as fun to drive. But again, Captain and the committee have just tried to give a range to test the skills as evenly as possible across some difficult circumstances that you're not maybe used to.
Yeah.
I think is the best way to describe the intention. He hasn't tried to piss anyone off.
No, absolutely not.
No, I think that's the fairest way to say and describe that.
When you put it in another way, it's like Man United get drawn to go play in Russia. They can't just say we're not going to play in Russia. They have to go play in fucking Russia.
Stoke City on a rainy Tuesday night, as the quote is. Would Messi do that?
Exactly, mate.
Ronaldo did. That's why he's the best. Parselius, a little bit of a late approach, but he is sticking on the line. Didn't jump the start either. He waited for the guys ahead to just start pulling off, getting good early boost off the side.
Waited just for the guys.
Through the hairpin, nice and tidy. Guys getting good drive, good control ahead of him too. He's through the back half of the track. See that knowledge really picking up. Again, as I said, he's not had as much time to practice as he would have liked, if any. Tried to maybe ride that look a little bit too much. We will move up to Ashifar for now and have a little look at the battle for the front. SQO leading the way. X-Wex just takes the lead after the crest of the hill. SQO getting a bit of a better boost though off the bump and then the brake boost as Ashifar comes back up into third place. Snot Sniffer / Revelantis just behind Ashifar. There you can see that gold car glinting lovely in the sun. Eases his way into the entry and then applies the power through the chicane. Top 5 have got a nice bit of space back to Chrono and Parcelis as things stand. But there's so much of this track, plenty of time, 4 mistakes. Ashfar, lovely drive up the hill, and Revelantis 2 getting slightly better, just taking the lead.
Yeah, see you later.
Over Ashfar, X-Wex 2, really good drive down the straight, clearly caught a strong brake booster 2. SQO still just holds. Comes through, you can see that really wide approach, it allows him onto the power really aggressively down the hill. Just holds the lead over Snot Sniffer as they come out of that section. All 3 avoid the wall, nice and clean. For now, I'm just going to stay here. It's good, intense battles. We've got 2 just behind. I don't want to cause any distractions with swapping off and on to anyone. Rescue, little bit of lag, showed him run straight into the wall, but he did suddenly pop out and back into existence on the correct line. Alex just ahead of X-Wex on Mateus tyres. There's Kyo again, just applying his pace nice and clean in that first section. This was where we saw Snot Sniffer really apply his speed. There's Kyo reapplying. There's Kyo's knowledge of the car, just paying dividends at the moment. Rezkio's back wheel just missed the bump, and that has allowed the boost to swing Snot Sniffer's way. Rezkio able to take a tighter line, just catches the inside wall. That would be a quick, sharp slap and tell him not to push too hard, as he really manages his throttle lovely through the corner, redrawing alongside Revelantis there. Coming across, clipping a couple of extra curb bumps, and has swung into lead. Tighter through the corner, gets himself back onto the line. Tidy through. Tiny little bump from Ashfar causes tiny little drop back. X-Wex sees that, starts closing in again, pushing really wide, takes big risks with them props. Rezkio just having lost out on a bit of speed, had to maybe feather to make sure he avoided something somewhere along that straight. Rezkio just clipped that destroyable prop, and it did shred his speed for a second, but he's back up to third with that big slide from X-Wex into that corner just before this section. Tight racing. Rezkio takes just behind Ashfar. Ashfar doing really well, holding his pace and not getting too involved in the battles, just doing his thing, pushing hard where he knows he can, relaxing a little bit more where he's a little less confident.
About the second
Pushing
third
hard.
is intense here.
Yep. It's good drive through that corner, taking third place. Applying that speed, picking up 2 positions again. Brake boosting from all 3, matching pace wonderfully well. Lag again on Rezkio's car, stopping the car dead twice, showing him flicking off line at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's having bad lag.
I think he actually had a crash. He's dropped back a couple of positions. I think the lag affecting him as well on his screen, he'll be seeing other people's cars flick about, pop into and out of existence. And that can cause some distractions. Yeah, he's already fallen back a little bit to sit. Oh, Ashfar just pushing a little bit too close to that wall has allowed Chrono and Heredia on by.
Oh shit!
And Rezkio right close up behind again now. He's got Ashfar inside. I'm not sure.
Oh,
and Ashfar just pushing a little bit too hard. Has handed fitted back to Rez. I will at this point swap over. He was driving assault nicely there. Chrono getting a little wonky over curves as he goes aggressively over them at the crest of the hill. Getting his car nice and levelled out for the important section. Joe has closed the gap up, but if this is the final lap, and it is, there is not going to be the time. We've seen Revelantis of 2:19.261 with the best lap in the session. What was the guy of the name? Who was the guy that made this tracking, Captain?
Gus Turbles.
Good terribles. There we go. Just took a little while Good Lord, me up. Oh, Jesus Christ, that hurt my face.
Jesus Christ, that hurt my
Hot
face.
Sniffer, X-Wix, Heredia, Chrono and Rizkio, top 5 in the race. Far really unlucky with the mistake on the final lap there. Yeah, the battles are incredible, Alex. You're damn straight. You should be enjoying them.
5th, 6th, 7th, 5 points separating them there. The top 4 look
Yeah.
set. 5th, 6th,
Not
7th
Sniffer
here.
just extending out to a 7-point lead at the top of the playlist. Alex, Rizkio, X-Wix and Ashafar behind. There is just missed out seeing how many points back.
How many
There's
laps in there?
5 points
five,
back
mate.
to Ashafar from Parselius and Chrono, so there is
Here's a rally for Chrono as well.
some
so
good
this-
finishes from the guys behind. They could still see themselves eke their way back into potentially having 5th place.
Yep.
Don't want to be causing no curse to the commentator, so I'll stop all of that speak and just let the racing play out. I'm enjoying the battles while watching the sweats pull off into the distance. You've been one of the sweats a couple of times, lad.
Is Alex kidding on his no sweat? They've just had a little bit longer practice in the sweat, Alex. That's all I can say, fella. They somehow managed to keep the palms and things a little dry so they can stay in good traction with the control. There's my helicopter, just up above. Well, stay with Revelantis a little bit early on just to stop too much shifting about. I did swap off on the last race at this point. Just gonna have a bit of a smoke. Back in there to position on the line, killer. Ever so slight jumps, but he feathers the throttle. Well behaved, lad. It wasn't ever so slight jump. I think he could have got away with that, and then he dives into the first corner. Maybe having a little giggle at himself as Revelantis pulls away down the straight.
I
Got
love this
Rizkio
overhead
pushing
camera.
nice and hard, cutting the corner nice and fine.
Mate, you should check out
X-Wix.
the overhead.
Chrono pushing nice and hard. That's the wrong buttons, hold on. This one.
The telecamera, the helicamera is so good.
Yeah,
It's like an
I
actual
mean,
fucking
through the
race.
corners, nice and tidy. Rizkio, Chrono, and Snot Sniffer pushing good and hard. Got X-Wix, Ashafar and Heredia battling for 4th to 6th. Calerio not too far behind. He's holding Parselius behind him at the moment. Parselius is going to have to pick that pace up. Chrono going to potentially gain a couple of points back over Ashafar if he holds position. And we will just pop on back a little bit. We'll go, we did spend a lot of time on Ashafar last time. We'll go with Chrono. Have a little look at my guys on the rally cross circuits. He's feathered his throttle wonderfully well to put himself past the start line. Braking into the corner. Ever so slight kick out of the back end as he collects, well, not as he collects the brake boost, but as he drifted around the corner and then catches the brake boost over the wooden bridge. Just holds his distance over Heredia, nice and tidy.
looks to have closed the gap up on Revelantis slightly as Rezkio's extended away down the straight. Really nice and tidy. Yeah, it straightens out just to miss that inside prop, realising he's turned in that little bit too soon. Takes a little bit more air time than he was maybe aiming for, but he's handled the bumps really nice. Not sniffer off a lamppost, just running too deep before the jump. But he's holding 5th place. Parcelius will maybe have seen that and have the bit between his teeth. He knows he needs to pick the points up over Ashafar and keep distance decent to Chrono. Chrono holding 2nd place will go to X-Wex here. You can see Heredia and Chrono just ahead. So not Sniffer or Revelantis in the mix. Oh, the bumps really not nice. 2 X-Wex there. We will swap straight off him and let him settle back into it. And he really pushes to the limit. I do hope that wasn't down to the distraction of me swapping onto him. He does just hold a 6th place behind Parcelius.
So
Yes.
the track.
Yeah, I like this track, having driven around it earlier on in the week.
It was one of my nice finds for the rally when I was
Little
trying
tap of the horn from Alex holding 3rd place. Revelantis behind. He does appear to be closing up. Bit of a rapid rate of noise. He takes the corner really nicely as well. The lag shows him coming off.
Oh, Alex.
Oh, it just ends up in the divot. Little shake of the front end as he shakes his head. Shakes the debris off his tyres a little bit. X-Wex realising he was going to run into the tyre wall. Had to do a heavy bit of feathering before the jump, and that allows Alex to hold a 4th nice and comfortably for now. Catching the banked corner nice and tidy again, just allowing him to get on the power nice and clean and extend away. X-Wex holding 5th place nice and clean. Happy Live and Calerio 6th and 7th.
This is going to hurt Ashafar. We're going to put Chrono way up there, and Ash is going to have to beat Chrono in the last race.
So Chrono on 12 points. I think it's going to put him ahead.
Yep, it will. He was 5 behind.
If he holds that place, even if he takes 10 points,
He'll be a 2 or 3 ahead.
yeah. Ashfar is just picking up or battling for position with Parcelius. Parcelius as well, knowing he could do to pick up an extra position. 2 if he can, just to keep that distance half in range for the final race.
They're battling
Alex
really hard.
slides. Revelantis has gained a big advantage down the straight again, just able to gain the revs a little bit quicker. Alex feathers really nicely through the corner this time. Little tap of the horn at Rez and Chrono. Rez with the 32.009. Lovely stuff. And again, little tap of the horn as he passes by. I think that may have been X-Wex in the dark Retinue Mark II.
Parcelius Ashafar having a real battle.
Yeah, I can see them swapping back and forth there.
Yeah. I don't want to go spectate on them either right now.
No, not while they're in the heat of it.
No.
Chrono is, I believe, going to take a 5th place as things stand, so it's going to come down to the final race. Final race.
Yep.
Parcelius is going to be the furthest back of that pack, chasing for 5th, but again, there is potential. We've seen it with Chrono. Big point game. Taking advantage of a track type he's strong on. He has grabbed himself a 2nd place. Revelantis unable to close the gap. 3rd fastest on the track with the 32.6, 32.172. Not too far off Rezkio's time. Yeah, it was a lovely save from Alex. to give the lad the credit. He's handling the pressure. Very, very proud of my stunt community. I say my stunt community, but it's stunting community. They've shown their speed really well. Looking forward to see what they can do in the final. Any positions are going to be good positions there. The higher up you get, prouder you can be. But you can be proud enough just being there, really. Chrono is holding position. He's even taken first place off Rezkio. Is Chrono with the race win by just over 0.2. That may see Chrono with a bit of a safety net.
He's going to put the pressure really on Ashafar now and Pasilius.
Mm-hmm.
Chrono's
Really?
the best at the race. Well, he likes the old cars as well. Chrono.
Yeah, Chrono coming in clutch there. He did. He pulled himself up 15 points. While his closest competitors there for 5th place just losing out on some points. And that does, I believe, see him up to 5th place quite with about the comfort I believe Ashafar maybe had. Or maybe not quite as many points, but 2 or 3. Very nicely done, Chrono, lad.
Watch out for the capitals, Chrono, remember.
You may see yourself get banned because of that, but in 3 minutes' time you'll be unbanned. And a fuck from Rezkio, he has started out, so he's not going to get anything from that. Just feeling like he gave up them extra 3 points. Chrono will very much appreciate that.
Be interesting here into the final race. Chrono 6 points ahead of Ash and 10 of Pasilius.
Yeah, so he's got a 6-point lead and 10 to Pasilius. But again, we've just seen that big swap. We've seen 11 points go in favour of Chrono there to Ashafar.
Ashafar's already, that was it for me.
He's saying that was it for me. No, there's still one more. It's Ninja in the Hills, lad. You never know what can happen. We've seen you be really nice and smooth.
Be high.
And we have seen mistakes from people, so don't throw in the towel just yet, lad.
Classics.
Just do what you can. And like I said, I have said it all the way throughout the day, there really is no embarrassment. You can be slightly disappointed in yourself if you do end up feeling that way, that you've let the points slide, but you can't be embarrassed. Like, look at the guys in and around you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've put in a fantastic display. Just do what you can here and see how it plays out.
So Pasilius needs a win.
Crafton missed the checkpoint F on that last one, yeah, and not what you like to see, lad, but it's not over just yet.
Ash, don't remember, that was Chrono's speciality. Now we're back to yours again. Anything can happen here. Good luck to everybody, the 3 guys here who are racing for 5th. Well done to the 4 that have already made it.
Yeah, we've got Revlantis, Rezkio, Alex and Xwex having made it through. Alex is the Heredia god in game, it's just Alexis on the stream. And it is going to take something special from the likes of Pasilius to get himself up there. He's going to need a good high finish. He's going to need 12 points and 1 from Chrono.
Since Chrono's in timeout because he typed in all caps, he says he is shaking badly.
Good luck, my man. Just try and hold your nerve, and good luck to everyone. I'm showing no favouritism, as I've managed to do, except at the very beginning of the event, saying good luck to my guys I know a little bit better. First, but that's it. That's all they get. Not sniff that. Good start. Parthelius pushing good and hard as well. Caught a good couple of short shifts early on. Got into the lead. Holds it nice and tidy. Feathering his toe through. The guys knowing to run that little bit wider, putting the practice in. Are going to make it difficult for him to get the points he needs. He needs to battle with these two. At least get the 12.
I nearly fell asleep in those last 2 days.
I thought you did it, so I was like, bye.
I had one eye closed, man, and then I heard it, and I'm shouting, how many laps is it? But I forgot it was on mute.
X-Wex does get very lucky there. The car not drifting over the barriers. He got caught up on it a little bit, and he holds third place over Parthelius here. Parthelius trying to go a bit too aggressive on the curve, just nice and tidy, lad. Ashfar is ahead of Chrono. He's just fallen into them 8 points, so 4 points back. Few honks of the horn from X-Wex and Redco saying hello to each other. They know each other very well from the regular playlist they do attend together. I believe they've have improved alongside each other a little bit as well. Not being part of the big race, street racing community, they are part of it, but they're all around us, take part in many different disciplines. Parthelius is holding 4th place, just behind X-Wex here, ready to pounce on any mistakes. Let yourself guide yourself around the track and then push where you can. Very aggressive from X-Wex. That cost him some revs with a heavy bash on the wall. It has allowed.
That's it, Ashafar, that's it. He's off, he hit the wall and he's off there. Unlucky.
Yeah, just falling back behind Calerio. He needs a few positions over Chrono.
I'm going to stop spectating there and move away from him and let him have these 3 laps here.
I'm going to head back a little bit. Next one. I might stick with this front battle a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. Parthelius only just behind X-Wex, 2:45.689. So half a second ahead of Rezkio. As things stand, just Rezkio ease into it, lad. We've got the power down that little bit earlier. Oh, X-Wex just getting that line that little bit wrong, and that has allowed Parthelius to really apply the pressure, getting himself up into the 10 points, getting very lucky not to run too wide into them pillars on the bridge. Ashafar is back up to 6th place. Chrono though is following him round and holding 7th behind him.
Ashafar needs to gain at least 3 positions, I think, here.
Yeah, I'd only be 4 points though, with it being, he'd need to have 3rd place with Chrono staying where he is, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, X-Wex using that little lip on the edge of the track, just letting 2 wheels drift over and then bringing them back on. Trying to clip as much curb as he can. He does not want Parthelius getting that 10 points. Doesn't see him lose out too much, but it's just that bit of pride. Doesn't want to make it easy on him. Letting him know he's right there behind him, closing the gap up. A little bit heavier on the dab of the brake.
What did you say?
Revelantis.
Right.
coming on through the corner, really nice and tidy. Coming through corner X-ray, a little bit softer on the barrier this time past Helios. Is just easing away a bit. I will just drop back and sit with Heredia, see if Ashford has managed to pick up this place. Oh, little slide. Oh, short of the gap, and Ashford beginning to ease away from Chrono, but whether the time gains can be enough, I believe this is the final lap, 2:11.031 from Revelantis. Best lap by 0.9 and 0.951. Chrono passing by Ashford. Little tap of the horn from Alex, just saying hello to the stream. I have chosen to go where it's a little bit more pressure free, allowing the guys behind just to do their work. You want to put too much on past Celius with him in a highly pressured situation, needing the points late on. It's not going to be quite enough for the young lad.
One lap to go.
It's so impressive. Hey, there is one more. Well, he's just pulling away from that wall a little bit late. 2:10.877. Really nice stuff from Revelantis. Setting the throttle really nicely. Flags following really good race lines. Little tap of the horn as he sees X-Wix and past Celius below him on the section of track passing under the bridge. We'll go have a little look at Snot Sniffer, give him a little bit of a victory into the lap. Really upped his game this week. Redcoat maybe not quite expecting such a step up from him. Again, better time for it to happen. Knowing what work you need to do for the final, I know we can see better from Red. Revelantis, really nice and clean, feathering his throttle down the hill, keeping full traction with the track, just easing the car around, little dab of the brakes, taking barely any airtime. Maybe it was just the front left that lifted off, managing the car, precise control. Through the chicane, little slide on the exit, double dab of the brake for the next corner. Rescue really not too far behind. He may pick up enough points, I believe, to overtake Alex in the playlist if he hadn't already, with the couple of higher finishes he had later on. A little bit of a slow up there from Revelantis, just teasing second place a little bit as they all start coming across the line, delaying who I transition onto. He did not give up his first place yet. Huge GG's, Joker, capital GG's, as you've done. And massive congratulations to all those that have qualified. We'll run through it. 2:10.877. Best lap there was an 11.1 in fourth place. Really, really nice stuff. Chrono, GG's lad, and lucky to the guys that have fallen out. Massive congratulations, you held your nerve and you took your points on your rally track, lad. like I say, I don't think anyone can go out embarrassed. You can be ever so slightly disappointed, but the embarrassment can't be there. I really don't see it. Like, the lobby's more than good enough, good races to go out of. Snot Sniffer, Rezkio, Parcelius, Exwex and Heredia were the top 5 in this race. Chrono, top 6, just staying ahead of Ashfart and Parcelius in the order, 72 points. It is there, 66 for Parcelius. Does that move him up to reserve? Anybody drops out? Yeah. And the top 5 are Snot Sniffer, Rezkio. Just going to wait for it to update on my stream, so just missed it live.
Just to confirm though, the final lineup for next week will be Chrono Dimension, Revelantis, Matthias, Heredia, Rezkio, Raza, Levicate, Mioto, Joyce, Lizard, Colin, Luds Gamer, Official, Luke and Anadraps.
There you go. That's your qualified 15. If any of them drop out, Parcelius, as we did just discuss, I believe, has just picked in to first reserve spot. There's 61 points was the tie cut-off point before, with Two-Phase and I can't remember who it was that tied up. There was Rizza, that tied up. So Parcelius has just moved ahead of them. So Parcelius, keep yourself available next week, just in case, lad. If anybody does drop out, you get that spot. So massive congratulations to everyone. Unlucky and commiserations to all of the guys that have dropped out, and I thoroughly look forward to next week. Next Saturday, 9 PM UK, 10 PM Paris, and etc. time zones. It's a bit late for me to be working all of that out. I am going to get myself ending this stream, potentially be streaming if Mobbing isn't joining or isn't. I might stream as well, share the audience, send them both ways. Mobbing's got more talent than me, so, you know.
Oh, good, man.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. Massive thank you to yourself, Captain. It's been a very enjoyable commentary job from I've enjoyed it very much, is what I'm trying to say so far. But that is going to be it from myself tonight. Thank you all very much, Ashfart. Great racing from everyone. GG's all, and thanks for commentating from